Om Shri Sai Ram. Welcome to Shri Satya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam. Today, dear students, I am going to teach you the second part or continuation session of the poem Upagupta in the 9th class second language English textbook. Let's have a recap of the questions that I gave you in the previous session. Please note, these questions are to be answered in a word or a phrase or a sentence each. Who was Upagupta? Upagupta was the disciple of Buddha. This has been answered in a full sentence. In which city did Upagupta sleep? The city of Mathura. This has been answered in a phrase. What was the name of the dancing girl? Vasavadatta. One word answer. What did she wear? The girl wore jewels, anklets, pale blue mantle. What did she hold in her hand? She held a lamp in her hand. What did she feel about her youth and beauty? The girl felt proud of her youth and beauty. Hope you have got the correct answers. Let's see. Please check your answers for questions on 2 to 3 sentences. What did dancing girl tell to Upagupta? Dancing girl requested Upagupta to forgive her for stumbling upon his chest by accident. She requested him to come to her house. She added that dusty earth was not fit for him to sleep. This has been written in 3 sentences. Okay? Hope you understood. What was Upagupta's reply? Upagupta told her to go away. He also told that he would visit her at the right time. So, he did not visit her house. He only said that he will visit her at the right time. Whereas she had invited him to her house. Mention any 3 noble qualities of Upagupta. The word noble means good. Mercy, forgiveness, simplicity are his good qualities. He had deep compassion for that dancing girl. Hope you have got the correct answers. Let's go on to the next slide. Let's continue the poem stanza by stanza. A year has not yet passed. It was evening of a day in April, in spring season. The branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. Gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. I will explain to you line by line. A year has not yet passed. It was evening of a day in April in spring season. The previous time when Upagupta met Vasavadatta, it was in the month of August. Now it is the month of April. And he says it is a spring season. This incident happened in the city of Mathura, which is in North India. In India, the spring season is in the month of March and April. So, that is why he says a year has not yet passed. And it was the evening in the month of April. Spring season, how does it look like? This is how it looks like. All the trees will be full of greenery. Nature will be filled with greenery. New branches will come out of the tree. New leaves and flowers will be blooming. And it will be a good sight to be watched. The branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. Wayside means roadside. See, there is a road here and there is roadside trees also. Gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. Gay means happy. Notes, music. Gay notes of the flute. Flute is flute. Okay. Came floating. Floating in the warm spring air from afar, from a long distance, far and wide. Glossary is given to you here. Summary is written here. This is how spring season looks like. Okay. Let's go on to the next stanza. Upagupta passed through the city gates and stood at the base of the rampart. Was that a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? Upagupta passed through the city gates and stood at the base of the rampart. He passed, he crossed, he walked. This is how a rampart looks like. Base, this area of the rampart, this area of the rampart. And somewhere there were mango groves, group of mango trees in this area. So there a woman was lying at his feet. Was it a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? So there was a woman who was lying at his feet. Lying means lying down on the earth. At his feet, feet means leg, here this part. In the shadow, shadow means shadow, okay, of the mango grove. Grove, group of trees, mango trees, okay. Glossary is given to you here. And please note, rampart means it is a wall made out of mud, okay, across the town, across the castle. Summary is given here. Let's go on to the next stanza. Stuck with the black pestilence, her body spotted with sores of smallpox, she was hurriedly driven away from the town to avoid her poisonous contagion. The ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees. Let's go line by line. Stuck with the black pestilence, her body is spotted with sores of smallpox. Sores of smallpox, this is how it looks like. Okay. So these are sores, very, very touchy, very, very smooth, bubble kind of a thing. If you touch it, it will burst and it will spread to others. Struck with the black pestilence, affected, struck means affected. With the black pestilence, it is a disease which will spread quickly to other people and it will also kill people. Her body was spotted with sores of smallpox. There were sores across her body and it was very difficult for her, very bad scene to be watched. She was hurriedly driven away from the town to be avoided to avoid her poisonous contagion. She was hurriedly, quickly, fastly driven away, sent out, banished out from the town, from Mathura, to avoid her poisonous contagion. Poisonous, dangerous. Poison means, in Kannada it is called as Visha. If you swallow it, it can kill you. So this disease was very dangerous. It can kill a person. Contagion. What is the meaning of contagion? This disease will spread to people just by coming in contact with that person. The ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees. The ascetic, Upagupta, sat by her side. Sat next to her, sit, sat. Sit, sat. Sat next to her, took her head onto his knees. Knees is this part. The summary is written here for your reference. Then what happened? What is the moral that we can understand in this stanza? The people of city of Mathura, they driven away this woman out of the city. Why? Because they felt they will get disease and they will also be dying. Whereas, that means they were cruel. whereas Upagupta sat by her side, took her head and kept on his knees. That means he was so compassionate, so kind, full of mercy. He knew that it is a very deadly disease. Still, he took the risk of helping her, serving her. Let's go on to the next stanza. And moistened her lips with water and smeared her body with sandal balm. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. Let's go line by line. And moistened her lips with water. Moistened. He put water onto her lips and smeared her body with sandal balm. Smeared means put, applied. Sandal balm. Sandal balm. Balm means ointment or lotion kind of thing. It's a medicine. He smeared on her body to cure the disease. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. She could not recognize this person. She had forgotten. But she could understand his mercy. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. That means, you might remember, he had promised her that he will come at the right time, appropriate time. And now he is telling, I have come to you. He has lived up to his words. He is truthful and he has come to her to help her. He did not go to her house, but he came to her to help her. The time at last, finally has come to visit you. This is the right time to visit you. Because nobody is with you, nobody is helping you, so this is the right time for me to help you, visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. Glossary is given to you here. Summary is written here. And what is the moral that we can understand? We must help a sinner and destitute. Sinner is a person who has done sin, who has committed sin, mistakes. Destitute means helpless person. So, Vasavadatta in this case is destitute and might be sinner. So, he has come to her to help her, and it is a very divine quality to help destitute. Hope you have understood this second session. Let's go on to the questions. These questions are to be answered in a word or a phrase or a sentence. When is the spring season in India? What was heard during spring season? Where did Upagupta stand? Who was lying at his feet? Which disease struck the woman? What did the woman have all over the body? All over her body? What did Upagupta smear on the body of the woman? Hope you have understood the question. When is the spring season in India? That means, when is it? In which month? What was heard during spring season? What do we hear during spring season? Where did Upagupta stand? Where was he standing? Who was lying at his feet? Who was lying at his feet? Which disease struck the woman? Woman in this case Vasavadatta. Which disease? What did the woman have all over her body? So, all over her body, what was she having? What did Upagupta smear on the body of the woman? What did Upagupta apply to her body? Hope you have understood. This question is to be answered in 2 to 3 sentences. How did Upagupta treat the dancing girl Vasavadatta? Let's see the answers. Hope you get the right answers. When is the spring season in India? March and April. What was heard during spring season? Gay notes of the flute was heard during spring season. Where did Upagupta stand? Upagupta stood at the base of the rampart. Who was lying at his feet? Dancing girl was lying at his feet. You can also write Vasavadatta was lying at his feet. This is also the right answer. Answer the following questions in a sentence. Continuation, fifth question. Which disease struck the woman? Smallpox. What did the woman have all over the body? Sores. What did Upagupta smear on the body of the woman? Sandal balm. Answer this question in 2 to 3 sentences. How did Upagupta treat the woman at the end? Upagupta sat by her side. He took her head on his knees and moistened her lips. He smeared sandal balm on her body. Hope you have understood this session. Thank you very much. Sai Ram.